Hello, everybody. It is I, Dangerous Hard. Um, I have been working on a game for the past 4 months now, and development has been it's been very smooth for the most part. I haven't had any major roadblocks with my game. I feel like I should start talking about the game itself and what inspired it, as this is my first devlog. So the idea came from the fact that there are a lot of games where if you touch an enemy, you will just take damage, and that's just how it is. I've always found it to be an unfair system because you can't hurt the enemy by touching them, but they can hurt you, and the act of an enemy simply moving around the screen is dangerous. Um, so the idea was to take this concept of contact damage and make it so that the player could also do it. And I one of the inspirations was actually like card games, because in card games like I think Hearthstone, you have to take damage like with a card to deal damage as well. So I took all these ideas, and the end result was what I'm going to call Project Contact. In this game, you have different states that can modify your stats, and anytime you touch an enemy, you will always deal damage to them based off of like what your stats are. So you have health, defense, and attack. They do what you would expect them to do, but the player can also modify their stats. So if you dash, you take extra damage, but you deal more damage. With the guard mechanic, you lose your mobility, but you also can have higher defense to guard enemy attacks. And then you can also cast magic, which is it uses a resource, but the thing is that you can deal damage to an enemy without touching them, which is sort of the unique aspect of it. On top of that, the guard and the dash sort of act as mobility moves, so the dash will of course move you left and right quickly. Jumping of course moves you up, and then the guard moves you down. So that allows you to sort of move through the levels the way that you want to. So there's a bit of a there's just movement options, which I thought was a pretty cool idea. For the level design, I wanted it to I didn't really know what I was doing with the levels. The first level, I wanted it to be very basic, and it just teaches you. This is a very simple stuff. How the enemies just aren't very complicated. The second level, also, I wanted it to be like a giant desert, and I wanted it to feel almost like a slog because of how big it is. And then the third level was like a cave level, and I wanted there to be some backtracking. But I think I did a good job with the lava level. There's just a lot of unique mechanics compared to the first two levels, but the first two levels are meant to be like easy and to understand, at least. But like in terms of like my experience from game development, I should probably mention I did come from I have a bachelor's in game development, so most of this is like normal for me. But I've never developed a game by myself. It's always been with teammates, and I wanted to just make something. And I also wanted to learn how to use Unreal Engine 5 because I've never used the engine before, and a 2D game would be easy to learn. But other than that, I don't have much else to talk about. The next devlog will probably be about the art of the game and rather the just general stuff. But I look forward. Well, you should look forward to more videos soon. Next week, probably. I hope you have a good one and have a great day. Goodbye.